Hello students, welcome back to the class. Let me continue with the poem When I Heard the Learned Astronomer. In the last class, I have given you the message given by the poet and also some of the poetic devices. Do you remember that? Which are the poetic devices that we learned? That are Anaphora, Imagery and Assonance. What is anaphora? Anaphora is the repetition of a word or a group of words or a phrase at the beginning of two or more lines to create a sonic effect. Then what is imagery? Imagery is a name given to the elements in a poem that spark off our senses. Then what is assonance? Assonance is a repetition of vowel sounds at the beginning of two or more than two words in the same line. Okay, hope you all remembering that. Now I would like to go to the fourth literary device or the poetic device used in this poem, that is consonants. It is the repetition of consonant sounds usually at the end or in the middle of the words in the same line. For example, in the line, when I heard the learned astronomer, take the words heard and learned. The consonant sound r is repeating in these two words and it is in the middle of the words heard and learned. Again, in the line, when I was shown the charts and diagrams to add, divide and measure them. Take the words charts, diagrams. In these two words, the consonant sound s is repeating at the end of the word in the same line. This is consonants. Next is alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of consonant sound at the beginning of the word in the same line. For example, in the line, in the mystical moist night air and from time to time. In the words mystical and moist, the consonant sound M is repeating and it is at the beginning of the words. And also in the phrase time to time, the consonant sound T is repeating and it is at the beginning of the words time to time. That is alliteration. You can think of consonants as alliteration's close cousins because these two are closely related. These two are the repetition of consonant sounds in the same line. The difference is alliteration is the repetition of consonant sound at the beginning of two or more than two words in the same line. But consonant is the repetition of consonant sound in the middle or at the end of the words in the same line. Hope you understand the difference between consonants and alliteration. Now the last poetic device used is hyperbole. Okay. The spelling is Hyperbole, but the sound R is silent and we are pronouncing it as hyperbole. Hyperbole is a way of speaking or writing that makes something sound better or more exciting or dangerous than it really is. For example, we are using the sentence I have told you a million times in our daily conversation. Okay. Imagine that once you touched the switchboard and your mother saw that. She told you not to touch the switchboard again. But after some days, you did the same mistake again and your mother saw that again. And she scolded you by telling, I have told you a million times. Actually, does she told you not to touch the switchboard a million times? No. One or two times only she have told you. But she used the phrase million times here. That is to make you understand the dangers of touching the switchboard again. Okay. These kind of use of words are known as hyperbole. Can you find out an example of hyperbole from the poem? Listen the line. Till rising and gliding out, I wandered off by myself. The poet cannot actually glide out of the lecture room, but he used the phrase gliding out to exaggerate his feelings. He wanted to go out of the hall because he was not able to listen the class. He need to learn from outside. So that only he used the phrase gliding out. That is an example of hyperbole. Now you can see some of the important questions related to this poem. These are the questions given in your textbook. I will read the questions. Listen. Question number A. In the first half of the poem, where is the poet? B. In the first half of the poem, who is the poet with and what is he doing? Question C. Which word or phrase show that the astronomer is respected by the poet and the audience? Question D. What scientific tools and methods does the astronomer use? Question E. In the second half of the poem, where is the poet? Question F. In the second half of the poem, who is the poet with and what is he doing? And the last question G. What words and images in the first half of the poem are a contrast to the perfect silence in the final line? So, dear students, please find out the answers of these questions. You can use the previous videos to see the poem and find out the answers. Thank you.